Welcome to the Exit Pod,
where we discuss a lot about nothing and a ton about everything that absolutely nobody asked for.
I'm Aidan, buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride. We're currently experiencing severe turbulence.
And I'm Mason. Please take a second to locate your nearest exits. We've got one in the front and one in the back. Just like Aidan on a Saturday night.
Right, let's get straight to the episode.
Straight? The only thing straight about you is...
Our guest today is a certified Povvo, but he identifies as a billionaire.
A true Cinderella story from a science teacher to a social media preacher.
Our life coach, Shabaz Ali, here today.
Woo! Thanks for having me. I love that.
Shabaz, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you could finally make it.
I know.
After you cancelled like 7 times on us,
so
and we
bad.
spent like 5,000 back. I'm going to send you my PayPal.
Send the bill.
$10,000.
Fine. Send that. Yeah, send
Yeah.
the bill.
So
Dollars is great though, and the conversion's always
Look
less.
what we got you today. We got you the Blank Street.
I appreciate
if you want to
it.
sponsor us. But what's the story between you and Blank Street?
Well, at the moment, it's boycotted. Because I have tagged them in so many times
Yeah.
and they blank me right on the name in it, Blank Street. Yeah, so
I think everybody knows that story, like 700 times a day.
I tag them. So I come to London once a week or sometimes multiple times a week. And I will get, if I stay, like, so I'm here till Thursday, I will get a Blank Street a day, at least minimum.
At least one day.
One a day.
But I think they said it's bad for your...
I don't think there's that much matcha in it.
No, so I went
honest.
to the doctor and I told him about matcha and they said that it's the caffeine that you get from matcha is actually good. So it's not as bad as it can be if you got it from, it's the milk in the thing. So I've changed my milk to oat milk or semi-skimmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was giving me high cholesterol.
What is your favourite order though?
Yeah.
I know you were boycotting.
So the cookies and cream one was my favourite, and then but they got rid of it now, so it's now just white chocolate. Plain.
Favourite branch in London?
Oh, that's a really good question. I love that.
Because we tried so
I
many.
have like my favourite Pret where I get coffee out. I know that it tastes the same everywhere, but like I have to go to the same one.
No, that's so interesting that you say that because I hate Regent Street one. I want to burn that down because they always mess up my drinks. So if you're listening, I'm burn the shop down.
We're gonna riot. But someone who's the king of Povvo, buying this much Blanket Street, how are you affording this?
That is very true.
Are you expensing it?
No, I do. Yes, a business expense. It is.
Explain yourself.
It is a business expense, and I do tend to. I will say this: I don't eat anything when I come to London, so like this will be my only meal for the day. I do not recommend it, but because it's so filling, and matcha also is, it really is so filling. I just don't feel... So if I'm in a rush, like I'll be going from... Let's say I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'll get off the train. I won't get time to eat on the train because I want to sleep, because I want to catch up on sleep. So I'll sleep, get off the train, grab a Blank Street, then do event. And you know what it's like. Event,
it's
or get to the hotel, quickly get ready, go. And by the time I've finished by the evening, it's so late. I've had a canopy or something at the event, which isn't nice. I finish and I think, I'll go to bed now.
And also, we're rude as well. We're not going to offer you any food.
No, but that's fine.
We're not.
No, but
we're
I don't eat food at events. I don't eat food at events.
You don't trust people.
No, it's not that. Southerners, your taste palette is rank. Pret, ugh.
Baby, you're talking to you're talking to a non-English people.
I know,
so
but you're also now in the South.
I know.
So you've got that
like 5 guys.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
and you also eat like avocado and Joe and the juice.
The branch.
There's probably like... all the event stuff that I've gone to, probably twice, where like the canapé stuff was actually really nice. And by that point, when you get to that point of the evening, you're just so hungry because you've been go. So even if it tastes like dog shit, it's like, oh, well, this is not that bad. This is okay.
That's true.
I went to the Royal Television Society in Oxford, right? And do you know what they had as canapés? Cheese toasties.
Oh, nice.
I was so excited.
So that's
Can you imagine cheese toasties? I was like, that is a canopy, isn't it? So canopies I don't eat. And then whenever I've gone that on set for something, they go, oh, we'll order lunch. And then what is it? Like some sort of weird Pret sandwich with
cold sandwich.
Yeah, like
they
with
do that
trees in it. They have all
the
this
salad
kale.
where the chicken is like now the colour of the salad.
Yeah,
so I just
but
don't
the main
eat that.
actors, like the famous actors, they have their own order with their names on.
But the thing is,
which fair enough.
I wouldn't eat any of that stuff. I just don't like it. I just don't like fancy food. I'm not fancy
food. Do
food.
you eat only halal as well?
Yeah, but I'm a vegetarian, so it doesn't make a difference to me. Yeah. But I genuinely don't like fancy food. So like, even when I publish my book, the publishers...
of course.
Absolute cheese and beans every day. My publishers were saying, they were like, I celebrate your book release, want to take you out for a meal. And I was like, yeah, let's go Rudy's Pizza. Like, get like a cheap pizza or something, or get a slice. They were like, why? Because I don't want to go somewhere bougie to not eat the food. It's a waste.
For me, it's like when I go to stuff like that, or I'm going for dinner or whatever, I'm a North London Tottenham boy, so like I just like basic stuff, kebab shops, chicken shop. That's like my favorite thing. So if I'm going to somewhere that I haven't been before and I know it's going to be an expensive place, I'd rather not go there because generally, especially in London, it's not going to be that great.
It's not always good, is it? Yeah.
But when I'm going to go somewhere like posh thing, then I'm like, okay, let's go to one of these 5 places because I know I have great food there, I have a great time there, and I don't mind the bill. I don't mind it being expensive as long as it's like worth what I'm getting.
I do mind.
No, I do. I'm from
most of the times I don't.
The thing is, up north, where I know the restaurants. So if you were to come up, I'd be like, right, we're going here, here, and here. If you said to me, I want this kind of cuisine, I'd tell you the best of the best.
So let's pretend first date.
Yeah.
Someone from London's coming up north and you're taking them out on a first date.
Just
where are you going?
It's like me taking me on a date.
I would probably
Are you picking them up from the station?
No,
take your Uber.
Yeah, no, I'd probably drive because my car's there.
You all drive up there.
Yeah, I drive, don't I? Because it's easier to drive. In Manchester doesn't have the infrastructure London does, so the traffic is horrendous. But it doesn't have you can't just jump on a tube.
Yeah.
Here it makes sense to get on a tube. People think it's less bougie. It's really not. I'd rather get on the tube than sit in traffic for like an hour when I can do that in 12 minutes.
Except if it's raining and it's overpacked.
Yeah, there is also that.
So are you taking them for like a meal, a coffee, a drink?
I'd want to do something really fun. I'm one of those people that wants to do something super fun. So like I'm like ice skating, bowling, that kind of adventure stuff. Manchester has so much to do as well. Like there's skiing in Manchester, there's ski slopes, there's the indoor golf, or something where I like that idea of like knowing
having some activity together.
Yeah, because
you agree with people that take people to cinema on the first date. I'm like, you're sitting there for 2 hours, not talking to each other.
Well, it matters. Like if you're going to like one of those sexy cinemas, it's all right.
I will say,
that's like the Soho ones.
If you, I will say, if you are going to go on, my top tip for someone who's going on a first date is coffee. Yeah. The reason why is because you can leave whenever you want to,
and it cleans their bowels.
Yes, and there's an easier leave. Well, it does what? Sorry, it cleans your bowels.
I'm telling you, one of the worst things to ever do. Actually, I spoke to it so many times. So there is one when you literally go on a date with food, like having food, like literally, it's not a good option. That guy,
because
literally,
you can't leave.
I went on a date with somebody. They ended up like literally licking the plate with their fingers. At the end
I remember this.
Do you remember that? It was the worst date of my life.
But you can't leave because the thing is, if you've ordered, how are you supposed to leave at the starters? Whereas that is an awkward thing. Whereas once your coffee is done, you can sip that coffee fast if you're like, this date's going badly. Yeah. Whereas if you're eating a meal, you have to finish the meal or at least get to you can skip dessert and be like, no, I'm not into dessert. Let's just get the bill.
Normally, when I go for like date meal sit down, like I don't go if I've never actually like we would have had to have FaceTimed a few times before I can go for a dinner meal because I'm not those that.
No, you know them.
And it also like you can sort of tell where the date is going to go prior to going to date. Because if you've been quite sexy timey on the phone and FaceTiming and messages, and you know that you're going to go back to theirs or they're going to come back to yours, then it's really not ideal to be eaten. Yeah. It depends what role you're going to be doing. Like, I just want to have a liquid diet.
That also,
Nobody be dating you anyway.
I know. Yeah, it's been a hectic actually. There's so many options at the moment, so I'm very confused. The zero. So I want to talk about like your beginnings. Mm-hmm. Like you said it a million times how Povvo thing started, but just give us like a quick summary about how did it start.
So I actually started making content in 2014, which a lot of people don't know because I think a lot of people see overnight success and don't assume. Yeah, so
I wasn't born then. So
I was only one. So I started making content, and I just loved doing it. I loved making videos.
In 2014, where was you posting the content?
YouTube. So I started actually in 2013 was my first video, and then I sort of like really started putting effort into 2014. I used to edit.
Mr. Shabaz.
Well, I used to edit for a living. I used to edit for some really big YouTubers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Back then, you weren't allowed to say you edited for them, so it was all NDAs. Whereas now, everyone's like, my editor will do it.
So you can edit this podcast then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I edit a lot.
Actually, you need to give us money back, so the least you could do.
Yeah, I'll edit for you. I do editing, so that was where my like sort of love of filmmaking and
what kind of videos were they compared to your videos
compared to now? So different.
Okay.
The genre of who I am has always remained the same, but in my
comedy
20s,
is always there.
Comedy was always there. In my 20s, I was less PC than I am now, so I used to swear like the CUNT word was every sentence. And then I became a teacher, so the content I closed that channel down because I thought instead of somebody pulling up a video of something controversial I said, right, I'm just going to close it down. The followers never really came over because obviously my content then went super PC. So my first few videos, everyone was kind of like there because they were ready. They were like, oh, he's started a new channel.
You got the psychotic followers first.
But then they were kind of like, oh, no, it's not. So around about 2018, 17, 18 is when I started teaching and still making content. So the content had to like be a bit more friendly. Like I could still talk controversially, but not as, the school would really on my neck, like don't be saying stuff.
Your teaching career, what school was it? Was it primary school, secondary school?
Secondary school,
Science or chemistry or
chemistry,
both?
But you have to teach all three.
All of it. Okay.
Yeah, you got to teach all of them. So, but my specialism was chemistry, and then lockdown happened, and I was just doing what I thought everybody wanted to see, like the TikTok dances and the trends and the Joe Wicks and all that.
And you worked in the morgue at the same time.
I did, yeah. This was
in the morgue, as long as being a science.
So prior to being a science teacher, I worked in a morgue. Quit that to become a science teacher. I quit science for this.
So you must have seen my ex-husband then that died. The one I stabbed.
Possibly. Possibly. I've seen a lot of dead people.
Those old videos that you talk about.
That's my heart.
The TikTok dancing ones back in the day when you first started.
Oh my God.
When we go into the archives to look, Santa Claus dances.
I deleted those videos. I don't know if people have it.
It's like, didn't even notice. All that, you did all this.
Oh my God. It's the cringiest videos ever.
It was, but also it was of the time. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good to say like my first early videos were super cringe, but I always say to people,
you still cringe, by the way.
No, that's fine, but I also don't care.
I love you.
And I think when I was doing the cringe videos, I've always said to people, it's cringy until it becomes inspirational.
Exactly. And people like doing this trend now is like post those cringe videos because look where I am.
But I don't mind watching those dance videos still when it's like someone hot and like half naked. Then I'm like, I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, watching my own is really cringe, and like you do watch your own videos, but also you had to power through that cringe in order. Like I said to you, like it's cringe until everybody calls you cringe until they start calling you inspirational. And that's what happens. So, they've now...
I mean, all the creators, big creators as well, started like that. I mean, I Show Speed as well. He was breaking thingy at home by himself.
I love I Show Speed.
Yeah. Exactly. Everybody started doing cringy.
It's like all of them were doing cringy videos.
I mean, some people, they still doing cringy.
No, but that's it. But the cringe, it also doesn't... cringe is such a... It's a word
subjective as well.
It's subjective.
Some people like...
I find a lot of my own videos cringe, and people like love them, and I'm like, that's fine. That's okay. That's also okay. So
now, I don't want to spread any rumours.
Ooh, we love rumors.
I heard, don't give names, I heard, Aidan.
I did not.
What is it? You have a strange addiction. No, you don't know what the addiction is.
I don't. Do I have a strange addiction?
To skincare and beauty.
Yeah.
2 suitcases everywhere full of it. I don't know. Maybe, this one does exaggerate stuff.
Yeah, well, you're going to get me cancelled.
Did you think it was going to be like a really crazy addiction?
I really did. But I do love skincare. I've always loved skincare. And I will say this, poverty doesn't stop you from caring about yourself. And I think this is what really irritates me about people saying, when I wear something nice or do something great, everyone's always like, oh my God, that's not very Povvo. Why do you have this impression of someone not having money being downtrodden? Like, just because you might not have billions in your account doesn't mean you can't look after yourself. And as Asian people, we will spend money. And that's why it's been so difficult with brands, is trying to convince them that, listen, I don't care if the lights are about to go out, my skincare will be stocked, right?
Exactly.
I can't afford to go and put petrol in my car.
You can't afford Black Street, but you can afford...
But you best believe that I will be doing my skincare. I'll be spending money on makeup. You'll be spending money on...
The beauty industry just generally in like all of the Asian, South Asian countries is huge. It's like really... They spend a lot of money.
Yes. And the thing is, obviously you said spreading rumours. I said it to him probably at some point. I don't remember.
No, but it's true.
But he knows, because we go to press trips together and I go to his hotel room like to pick him up, say, come on quickly, because he spends like the most amount of time getting ready. He's always late.
More than you?
Oh yeah. It's more than me.
Yeah, I think Aidan has it.
Literally more than me, imagine.
Wow.
And me, I spend so much time on getting ready because the beauty, baby.
On holidays, I have to be to him like, I'm like, we're leaving, let's say at 1 o'clock. I'm like, there's 1 hour left till we go. Don't watch me. I'm laying on the bed watching TikTok or messaging people on the apps. I'm like, from me getting out this bed and being out the door is 5 minutes to 10 max.
Could
you
never
need to
be
get
me.
ready.
That's you. So then when you go to press trips, literally, I went to his room once, the first time ever. Guys, I cannot even explain the amount of skincare. It's like the whole room is full of products, clothes, like 700 outfits, like sparkly, stunning outfits. Then I went to the bathroom. I'm like, Where is the sink? Where is the sink?
was
You
bad,
can't even
isn't it?
see.
Yeah,
I
the
remember.
sink is-
Selfridges beauty room.
But
Like, you know, when you walk into
actually, I have
there.
some picture of your thingy somewhere. Yeah. So I understand that the product that you spend the most money on is literally skin product in general.
Skin products I spend the most money on. Botox I spend money on, and I always say that's why I don't do skincare videos or skincare advice, because I get Botox, so my skin is good because of the Botox and because of the microneedling. So I can't be out there going, get this product, it's brilliant when I do. So I will start a skincare series, but I will preface the series by saying I do get Botox, and that does have a profound impact on your skin. Botox and microneedling.
Do you have Botox?
I have everything.
Thanks, Dr. Ray.
I got my first nose job at 60.
And there's
But the
nothing wrong
thing is
that.
with skincare, I definitely agree with you, because like even if I'm like just at home, having 2 days at home with the dogs and doing nothing, when I look in the mirror and it's glowing, and people do always say to me, oh your skin looks great, your skin looks great. The amount of work that goes into it. Like, what was it over Christmas? I was having a breakdown. I was like, why do I have to do everything? Like, my morning face routine is half an hour. My nighttime face is half an hour. Brushing my teeth 3 times
When
a day.
you're tired as
having
well,
to shower.
you know what I
I don't
mean?
want to do nothing. Can I just hire someone to do all of this for
The
me?
funny part, we went 2 nights ago, we went out and somebody came to him. Apparently he has his own skincare, and he came to him and he was
An
like,
influencer.
oh my God, your skin is so glowing. Are you using my skincare product?
And I was like,
and he was like, who are
I had
you?
met this person the second time I've ever met them, and I'm like, no, do you have a skincare brand? And then he was like, oh, that's my website. You should order it. I was like, oh yeah.
I'll give you 10% discount.
I was like,
This is how you
I
sell
don't
your
like to
product
change
these days.
stuff. I know which brands work for me.
This is
and
the
I
thing.
will never move.
This is the thing. I
Consistency.
completely agree with you. I think these people, I've seen skincare influencers that have abundance of skincare, and I'm like, why do you need that? The only reason I have so much is because I do various different things when I do different, but they are set. I will not change. I will change if something new comes out, and I will try it, but I'll always buy a sample size or a small size.
Yeah, to try
so like
first,
I like rolled the new milk. I tried it, and I tried the small size, and actually will say, as much as I want to hate on Hailey Bieber, the skincare is brilliant. Like, she's
I don't
genuinely
hate
got,
her, to be honest.
and Ilya's version is better, but Ilya's is more expensive. So it's kind of like that case of, I wanted to try it to be able to give advice and go, is it worth it? Should you spend? And I get it given, I get a lot of it gifted. So there is also that, you get.
I'll send you my list. So if they do gift you some of the stuff that I like and you don't use,
but
send them over here.
I do that all the time. Like, my mum does it all the time. She's like, can you get me that? I'm like, yeah, I'll post it on the story.
Literally, yeah.
How many members of your family are there? Like, how many siblings?
Also, I've got an older brother, younger brother, then their wives, and then I've got a niece, mum and dad. So that's
So you're the
quite a
middle
lot
of
us.
3 boys?
Yes, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
live together?
We don't all live together. I live with them. I live with
mum
my
and
older
dad.
brother and my sister-in-law, and my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And then my younger brother lives away.
But that's like just a cultural thing. That might sound
Yeah,
strange to
yeah,
people, whatever.
absolutely.
But like with
I
the
mean-
Turkish culture and community, generally when you get married, or
You
if
live with the parents.
you live with the parents,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
you stay in the parent home
Yeah,
until
yeah.
you get married to move out. Otherwise, it's just pointless for you.
And there's
to
always
move out.
one sibling that does, and there's always that one sibling that stays with the parents. Like, parents
Yeah,
always
it's
stay with
always
one
It's me and my
sibling.
brother. I'm here.
Yeah,
He's
so one
with
sibling. So my
parents.
older brother and my sister-in-law will probably be the ones that will stay with my parents. I'll probably end up moving out.
Yeah.
I just enjoy the comfort of living at home. Everything's done for me. It's really
You lived
nice.
in London at some point.
I did. I
for a
lived
little
here.
bit,
Yeah, I lived here. I moved when I was 18, and then I moved back in 2019.
To Manchester.
Yeah. To,
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Sorry, I just
Yeah, he's a
had burp.
Blackburn girly. So I want to say, are you a Nicki fan?
A Nicki fan. A Nicki Minaj fan.
Are you?
Pull up to my bumper automobile.
No,
Who is that person?
I don't know her.
I love it.
Did
I've
you
seen
see,
the Potters one.
yeah.
Oh my god.
She ruined it for me. Like,
Her.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah.
No,
No.
do you know what? I'm not a really big celebrity fan. It's really weird. Like, I don't really have. I'd say Adele is probably my biggest one.
Yeah.
But then she's on hiatus. She takes a break every 10 years,
Yeah.
doesn't she? And the other one I really would say, who I admire in terms of like the art, the craft, and also their stance on the world, is Billie Eilish. I think she's
I love Billie Eilish.
I think her music, her voice, the way she
Everything.
listening to her and her brother create music, you're like, wow,
It's
they
amazing.
create.
Who was I saying? I think the event the other day, I was saying, for me, regardless of what field of industry you're in, music, film, whatever, beauty, the character means a lot to me.
Yes.
If I'm going to watch the movie or listen to the music or whatever, I need to know where they stand.
Yeah.
I don't believe in all of that.
separate the art from the artist.
It's not important. I don't want to be. No, I want you to be political.
Yeah.
I want you to I want to know where you stand.
Exactly.
I might still buy your music or listen to it or whatever. That's my personal
Yeah.
choice.
But you're not my person.
But I don't want to be there because if we don't have the same values and I'm supporting your lifestyle,
so do you get that a lot when because we do junkets a lot? So when they ask you to interview a certain person that is problematic, do you refuse? Because I did many times, and I said they don't align with my morals many times.
You don't align with my morals.
That's why we have space between us. There's space between us. This is a wall, actually.
In answer to that question, I'll say I have done, and I've done both. I've done it when I think the content aligns, and I've been really adamant that I don't believe in it. I've said it. I've literally said it, and then I've cut that person down in the edit. Because it's happened post me doing it that I realised
it happened to me, and you know who's that.
But also I think I'm at a place in my career now that I don't have to do I don't have to do them. I do them because I want to. And I'm fortunate. I've got to check my own privilege in that sense that I get there's a lot of people that are starting it and need to do every single thing. I'm at that point where I don't need to do them. I do them so I can be a bit more selective. And it's again place of privilege to say that I can turn them down.
Yeah.
But I tend to think I do sometimes just say although this person doesn't align with my beliefs, I am interviewing them based on the film.
Would you interview Netanyahu?
No, that's somebody that you would, because I just don't. He's not providing
Epstein,
anything.
when they find him and bring him because he's not dead.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Have you seen all those things? You spoke about Epstein a lot, the files and stuff. We're not going to go into the details. We're not political, but the amount of stuff you put, it's just so good, guys. Go to his threads.
My favorite one. It wasn't on your one though. Somebody had put a tweet or something, and it said, "At what point did Epstein have time to do all of the things when he was sending this many emails a day?"
That is also very true.
It was
I will say, just aside from all the horror and stuff, I think if you want to keep it aside from the horror stuff, really horrific stuff, what has come out of the Epstein files is how batshit rich people are. Some of their emails are what are you talking about?
And we're not doing anything about it. They're not doing anything about it as well.
We also knew they were wild anyway in terms of their extreme stuff.
Next level.
But there's some of the emails they're sending, you're what are you talking about? What are you even going on about?
And that picture with his mouth that has an infection from eating human flesh. It was
I meant slightly on a lighter note, and just they're weird. Even on the lighter note, some of their email exchanges, some of the conversations, you're just kind of what are you talking about?
The thing is, when you think you've seen it all, literally the next day they discover more stuff. I'm like, where are we going with this? But we're not doing anything about it.
If you were given, you have to pick one of the two. There's Shabaz, we want you to do this interview. Brooklyn Beckham or Victoria Beckham? And you are allowed to ask them the questions.
Victoria.
Okay.
Anytime.
Because Brooklyn's done his bit now. I want to know what Victoria has to say.
And she made him.
And also, I would want to know what mum's going to say. I don't want to know what
I want to know what the dance is.
Yeah.
I want to know the dance.
Get up and show me, Victoria.
I want that video.
Yeah, we want the files. Release the files,
and
Victoria.
Also, there's always two sides of the story. So we want to hear both.
There's two sides of the story. There's a Brooklyn side and the truth.
Definitely, yeah.
No, there's Brooklyn side and the truth, which is, Victoria's side. Victoria would be the one.
Would be the one. Now, with... on a personal level, what do you think with people that thought you were a joke when you started off your career and stuff versus people who believed in you from day one?
He's still a joke.
Yeah, that is very true.
The joke is a joke.
The people that didn't support me, I've always said this, and I heard this quote years ago from an old actress that said it, and she said that the biggest lessons you learn in life are not from the ones that support you, from the people that don't support you. They will teach you the biggest lessons in life, and I think I learned so much from those people because it really did make me who I am. I think having people support me has always been great, and I value them so much, but I think I learned so much more from the people that didn't, and then watching how my trajectory has changed who they are.
Yeah,
and I
that
think
is so nice.
So I'd say I learned more from them.
And what about something you can buy now that you never dreamed that you could have gotten before? It doesn't have to be like a Lamborghini or something. For example, mine would be when I could stop going on the bus and afford the tube. It can be that basic or
I think
something.
The freedom to just take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think people don't realize how much you can just go, no. As in I can say to my manager, cancel my week, I'm staying in bed.
You've done it before when
and
you
I've
came
done
and joined me in Greece.
Yeah, I've just done that.
Where in Greece?
Rhodes.
Randomly, I decided to go, and then he was in Greece, and I messaged saying, "Where are you in Greece?" And he was like, I was like, "Oh, I'm in Rhodes," and he was like, "I'm there tomorrow." I was like, "What?"
That's so random as well, because we never go to Rhodes. We don't just go straight to Mykonos.
But we had the best time.
Yeah, so it was really so I have done that, and I think that is something that money can't buy. Is the idea. I guess money can buy it,
and also the nature of your job as well, the flexibility. Because people, if you're, I'm in corporate, so I was in corporate, so it's so difficult.
You're not that flexible in any context.
No, in bed I am. Apart from that, no.
Allegedly, in your opinion.
Yeah, because I never have anything.
Now, I want to talk to you both about the red carpet situation, the platform girlies.
Yeah.
We don't have to give any names or name any of the brands, but my point, if you're listening to this, is I've gone to loads of stuff with you guys on my own and whatnot, and there are certain platforms or channels or industries or PR companies where it's really gatekeeping. And it's changed, in my opinion, through the years, where originally it was about the creators or the celebrities that were coming to it, and the workers just sort of work there and they're working at your interest. But what I have found is now they think that they are influencers and creators with their 500 followers. And I have heard that they are now only giving the gigs to the ones that are giving them backhanders, in the sense that they either give them a cut or they gift them things or they take to places. Wow. And that's who the ones they're giving it to.
I don't have many bad experiences in general with PR because I tend to just go there. I don't. Except they know people. I mean, everybody knows that I don't have a problem with them.
They have a problem with you.
They have a problem apparently with me.
I will say.
But in general, no. I'm good with every PR.
I will say, personally, I've always been professional. I will always be with the utmost professional. The thing is, when you're an adult and you've gone into this industry, it's different, because I've had corporate jobs, I've had a PR, I've had like hierarchy in the system, so you know how to behave professionally, how to code switch. I think like if you worked in corporate jobs or even jobs, you know how to code switch. You know when to turn it on, when you could talk to your mates. I think a lot of the younger creators that have gone straight from high school, college to creating, they haven't had that experience, that life experience on like, this is how you speak to this person, but this is how you behave in this crowd versus this crowd. I've always maintained a professional, one thing I said to my manager was, if I ever hear that you have been disrespectful to someone on my behalf, I will be so mad, because it's my reputation, because we creators, we are right at the bottom of the barrel, so we get given anything we do wrong. My grievance is that I know personally I've always been super respectful to everyone. I've never said anything about anyone that I wouldn't say to them.
To their face,
Or I've never gone around saying this, he said, she said. So my biggest irritation is if this is an agenda, then it's not fair. It's not helping anyone in the economy. It's not helping anyone in the creator economy. But secondly, it's like, I can't change your perception of me because I know I've never said anything to you. Yeah. I've never been disrespectful to your face. I've never been sarcastic or rude or anything like that. So you're not inviting me or not involving me or doing all that is on you. And sometimes you can't change that, because we're brown people, so we are always going to have that.
Do you think
in
if you were
everything.
a cisgender white man, do you think you can get more gigs, for example?
I think there is. I don't know about. The thing is, I know it'd be different. I know somebody. So whenever I say this conversation, people always tend to like roll their eyes at it, and I've spoken about it before. But I think for me, somebody on my level or my platform, I'd say my equivalent would have it easier. So people tend to go, oh, but you are successful, you got this and you got that. And I'm like, no. I'm not comparing myself to, I'm saying on my level to my counterpart find it easier to do stuff. Because someone's like, oh yeah, but your comedy is this. And I was like, no, on my level, my counterpart would have it easier. It's just the way the world is. Does that stop me from doing stuff? No. Yeah. But it's just the way the world is, unfortunately.
So we have a little bit here, Shabaz, and we've had a letter come in.
A letter?
One of your followers.
Oh, that's the first letter you received in years.
Yeah.
I love this.
A lot apart from the court summons and the tax bill.
No, it goes. Yeah. We have a letter from a lady called Becca. She's a rich influencer. She says, once you're a Povvo...
Wait.
Let me get to that. And it says, once you're a Povvo, you will always be a Povvo. You're not on my level and you never will be. And she claims you owe your success to her.
She did not write.
Let them know. Let them have it.
I would say to Becca, Once you're a Povvo, you'll always be Povvo. Fine. I have nothing wrong with that. Like, all right then.
Check his bank balance.
Yeah, but also, like, Povvo's a state of mind, and I say Povvo's become such a community, so I will happily be Povvo.
I did first one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, Becca Bloom.
Yeah, that's the one, Becca Bloom.
I hate her. I actually detest. I despise her.
You owe your career to her. Apparently.
I despise her because, and I think a lot of people. The thing is, I genuinely when I watch these videos and I do the taking the mick out of rich people. Quite often, I don't really have many feelings towards them. I think it's silly and idiotic, but there's a wider message. With Becca Bloom, I genuinely detest her as a person. I think everything she embodies is the thing I hate the most. This smiley face while stabbing you in the back. Like, it's such a... Like, you do not need to be making that videos. No. Especially with the current state of the world.
Exactly.
You are absolutely disgusting that this is what you do. And the idea that you need to flash your bag because you're... one thing, either stab me straight up, right, and say you're poor, you're this, you're that. Do it to my face. Don't smile at me and then insult my intelligence.
You received a lot of comments from people saying, "Oh my God, we like her." Do you think that her followers came?
No,
to
they did,
platform?
and I said, well, hold on. Why is it okay for me to cuss out rich people until it's your favorite rich person?
Exactly. Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
when
I was
you said
like,
that.
you know,
it's like, oh, you love it. It's all games and fun and stuff. Until it comes to your favorite person, they were like, because why? They like seeing rich people opening Birkins and like literally doing the cash.
And that
I do watch a lot of that stuff.
No,
people are dying, Kim.
Yeah, and listen, that fair enough if that's what you want to do. But the idea is.
But then I don't have a problem with your stuff criticizing that stuff because while I'm watching, I'm thinking this is ridiculous. Yeah. But I do want the Birkin.
But also, people are saying, I'm just saying what you're thinking. That's why my content is so
from watching her videos. In the end of the day,
I think the wider message beyond that is that basically it's putting this idea in your head. It's just making people go a bit comparison insane, and I think that's the biggest problem is that people are comparing themselves to it.
Now, talking about like toxic traits and gaslighting and things, one of our favorite topics. Do you have a favorite kind of red flag? For some, not your red flag. Yeah, someone's red flag to you.
I've got how many times I've got. So red flag in a
person like a partner.
Yeah, superficial red flags are like loud eaters. I just can't. I despise someone who like.
Not a red flag that you like.
Oh, like something that I'd ignore. Oh, I love a bit of trauma. I love a bit of like trauma. It's trauma really bonding. Bad. Like, I love a bit of trauma. I have the tendency to want to fix people. So I surround myself
Fix the home. Save a bitch.
This is why I surround myself with
you ruined my life.
Well,
I don't think you're fixing people.
Hold on. This is why I surround myself with hot messes. Because, no, I'm kidding. But there's something deep within my soul that loves to like want to be there for people and mother them, which is why I was a teacher, I think, in a way. I think like that comes from the teacher in me. So I think in a relationship, it's like, if you're perfect, it's not for me. Like, I need that grit. I need like some, I just want to stroke your hair and feed you grapes while you're crying on the bathroom floor.
The thing is, if the social media one day disappears, you wake up in the morning and it goes, so what's the exit plan?
Back to teaching. Absolutely.
Was it your favorite?
Loved doing it. I would do it again. I would carry on doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. I loved it. I left it because this was just, I wanted to give something a chance. Because obviously I was doing both at the same time for a year. And the idea, I thought, I can't jeopardize kids' futures. So then let me take the social media and I'll come back to it if this doesn't work out. It just worked out. So, but if it didn't work out, if social media died tomorrow, I would go back to teaching and live my life as a teacher happily.
We want to thank you, Shabaz, for gracing us with your opulence, richness to us two Povvos.
Right, flight's over, get out.
If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe so you don't miss the next lot of nonsense. If you're just listening, hit the follow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts right now.
And check TikTok and Instagram at The Exit Pod for the red flags we couldn't show here.
Leave a review if you've got something to say, unless it's constructive criticism, in which case, keep it to yourself. We're posting next week regardless.
Mind the gap on the way out.
We're done.